Name for us one more time.
Oh, it's ABKAKABA.
Okay. Because you had a name change, isn't it?
First name and the last name.
Yeah. Because you had a name change.
Yeah, man, I used to name Sheldon Senior before, but we're going forward in the new understanding of a new identity, which is an African identity.
Respect.
I wanted to embrace that a little bit more in the music and in my life.
For real.
So it's not necessarily say a name change. I've always been named that, but they beat out the right name out of me.
Definitely, for sure. Does it have a meaning?
Yes, it does have a meaning. It actually is from Sierra Leone, and it means the spiritual healer, the spiritual cornerstone.
Okay, I like that vibe.
That's what it means.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, man.
So let the listeners out there know what you've been up to. What have you been doing?
Well, in this COVID time, there's so many turmoil that's going on across the world. So there's so much things as an artist, as a creative soul that I'm up to.
Okay.
I've launched outside of music, inside of music. I've launched my film company, doing commercials, doing ads, doing so many different things in the film industry because we have to be able to tell our own story,
Definitely.
And then in the music, I have my album almost finished. I'm working with a producer from England that's called Christopher. He works with the Wailers. He's a producer for the Wailers, guitarist, multi-talented person.
Wow.
So we're working on that. Excited about that coming out for the latter part of this year also. So many different things. I'm trying to finish up some new videos that I'm doing because I'm a filmmaker, so I do my own videos and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, man, whole heap of things, man.
Wow.
So many things. If I sit down and talk about myself all day, we'd probably have a longer discussion.
So, how did you get into music? How did that journey begin? Tell the listeners out there.
Well, I want to tell you, Kat, that music, I've always been in and around music from birth, actually.
Okay.
As my mom is a singer, still a singer in the church. My dad is also a singer in the church, but he's no longer in the church for years now. He's a Rasta man.
Yeah.
And he used to sing, so we get that gift, I suppose, from them, and always singing in the house, washing dishes and singing. When it's my time for chores, I'm always singing.
Okay.
So it's been a long time, really.
Yeah. Okay. And
yeah, man.
What's your inspiration?
Wow, that's a big one, isn't it?
It is. But I have to ask it.
Yeah, but you see, inspiration, life is my inspiration.
Okay.
I love life. I love being alive. I don't want to be dead. So it inspired me to write about things in life. It inspired me to write about occasions that has happened to me. Things that I've gone through, things that I've learned from. Evolving is my inspiration. My family is my inspiration. My kids, my friends, all my experiences. This conversation, everything can be an inspiration and is an inspiration. But I choose to focus on the positive things to develop and to inspire me in my songs. For example, in The Dark Skin Girl, it's because of my love for my wife.
Okay.
I wrote that song.
Yeah.
And I believe throughout life, the dark skinned woman don't have a lot of song, dedicated to her. So me just want to big her up and show her I love her.
Yeah, definitely. Big respect for that. So,
yeah, man.
What makes your music different from any other artists out there?
Well, I want to tell you, every human experience is unique.
Yeah.
So the fact that we are human means that we have a certain level of uniqueness about us.
For real.
You know, we have a certain level of depth to us.
Yeah.
And my experiences are then transferred to my writing. Then my writing is also transferred to music, to poetry, and so on. So that makes me in of itself not experience, different.
Okay.
You know, and it's not even about different. It's just about an experience with my music, with my journey.
Yeah.
When you listen to my music, I take you on a journey which is me, you know, which is what I've done, what I've experienced, you know. Especially in this time where there's so much turmoil across the world with regards to racial equality. I take my music there. I've just finished writing a song that's called Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that because it's not just focusing on and hammering in the fact that to a great extent over the past how many hundreds of years, Black lives have not mattered as much as other lives, and it's not that we're saying all life doesn't matter. Yeah. But to a great extent, Black life has not mattered enough as other lives. You know. Definitely. So, it's some of those things that we want to bring out in our music, and the love for the music, in everything, in every aspect of our life, film, all of them stuff. Yeah, man. Wow, okay. And speaking of that journey, you've also done a song called Stone Cold Rasta. We played that here earlier as well. Tell us about that song. Well, I want to tell you, is a brother from Amsterdam, one of my good producer called Steady Freddy. Okay. From Amsterdam. Yeah. Brilliant musician also. And he played most of the tracks and most of the instrument on that track actually. Okay. And of course drums, because he's a drummer. He's been touring the world really, playing with the big names. And I went to his home and we were reasoning, and he played me the track, and we just have a vibe, Stone Cold Rasta, because it was cold in the UK, in Amsterdam when I was there. Okay. It was really cool. So, and I being a Rasta man, I had to say, oh, Stone Cold Rasta. But that have a different meaning also, because it means that you stand up for what you are, irrespective of what others might say. Okay. You are what you are, you know? Yeah. Whether or not you are a prince or a pauper, you know, you own that, and doesn't mean that if you are a pauper, you're going to stay being a pauper. Yeah. But you have to own that reality, you know? Definitely. And it's just me owning that reality that, listen, I'm a Rasta man, I'm a human being, and I am here, and I'm going to be living my life the way that I should live. And I'm going to speak about the injustices across the world when I see it. Yeah, man. For real. So, what would you like your music to do? What would you like it to do? Well, first of all, I like my music to allow people to have a glimpse on the inside, you know? On the inside. If my music can get you to a place where you can look inward, then I would love that, you know? For real. When you can hear lyrics that can get to your heart, yeah, and connects with you from there, then it's a different level of understanding. It's not just entertainment then, you know? Because I want my music to surpass entertainment. Okay. Entertainment is nothing. Entertainment is a temporary thing where people just get entertained and then you go home, or then you turn out the radio, or then you stop listening to a track. Yeah. But when a track can linger with you in your heart, and it can help you to make better decisions in life, then that's what I want my music to do. Yeah, man. Wow, bless up for that, for sure. So, yeah, man. We were speaking about racism earlier. We were speaking about your different experiences. So, has there been a time where you have faced racism? And what I want to know is, how did you overcome that to help those who are listening now? It's not something that you really overcome, you know? is something that you go through, you know?
Yeah,
because you go through it, and I believe that the way that we're going to fight against it is through a certain level of education.
Yeah.
And the human is also responsible to educate themselves, whether it be black, brown, pink, or blue. You know, they need to have that mindset of educating themselves. The world that they have come and seen is not perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
So they have to get to that balance in them life. You know, how I've experienced subtle racism, I haven't experienced overt racism.
Okay.
You know, but I've experienced subtle racism in simple ways, you know, that makes you think, wow, you know?
Yeah.
Just for example, coming through the airport.
Yeah.
I'm always stopped, you know?
For real.
It's not. I've traveled so many different places.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where I go. I'm always being stopped. I am the one that is always taken from the line. You know? So I'm saying they're doing their job. Yes, whoever is doing their job, they're doing their job. But I'm saying, why does it have to be that I have to be the one that is always picked out?
Yeah.
You know? So those little things. And it makes you think, really? This is how it's going to go all the time?
Yeah.
Subtle racism, like if you go into a shop, you're always followed.
Yeah.
You know, you're always suspected of being somebody that's going to probably rob the place.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas you might just be there to just
buy something,
purchase something nice for yourself.
For real.
You know?
Yeah.
So those things, you go through them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's deeper than just one person being rude and disrespectful to you and racist towards you. It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
What we need is a conscious effort of moving forward with deeper and more meaningful educating of the people.
Yeah.
You know, not just black but white, Indian, chief, everybody. You know,
for real.
And then we can start thinking now of how we're gonna come out on the other side, because it's unfair.
Definitely.
It's unfair.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing some of your experiences. The reason why I said overcome was because you're still here. That's why I said overcome.
Oh yes.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we overcome it, yes, because the occasion is not us, so we don't follow it. But to a great extent,
yeah,
this thing called race is a manufactured thing, and there is no race.
Definitely.
on this human existence. You know, there is no race. We're all one people, and the concept of race is a manufactured one.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. I go one human race is here.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
For real. So, back to your music, and we're talking about you as an artist. What kind of advice can you give to up-and-coming artists that you've learnt?
Yeah, well, you see, the biggest advice I can give anybody out there in any field, actually, is like, don't stop doing it.
Yeah.
Just don't stop doing it. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And the more you do it, more people you will pull towards you.
Okay.
You know, being realistic in Jamaica, you have to have a plan. You know?
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared to be rejected.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Rejected for years also. Okay. So don't get up and say, oh, you're going to start do it, and then you find out a couple of months or even a couple of years after you are not where you're supposed to be, or where you think you were supposed to be.
Okay.
Make your plan and just keep at it, you know? Definitely. Don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, what's next for you? I know you spoke about a project you're doing with a producer with the Wailers. Tell us something about that and other projects you've got coming up.
Mm-hmm. Well, the project that I'm that's for me right now, that's really feverishly working on, is my new album. Can't wait for that to touch the road and for people to get familiar with it. I've put a lot of time in it, so that's gonna be, I believe, fantastic. Because each body of work for me is almost like giving birth. So that's how I feel about it. With Christopher, it's been a blessing to work with him, multi-talented artist, producer also, and really excited for him to get that out there to the world. There is also doing a project with King Jammys here in Jamaica. I'm excited about that also, but that won't be available until the latter part of next year, because sometimes you will have album finished and not ready for the world,
Yeah.
But that's how the music business of it is done.
When it's ready, it's
ready. So laying some more tracks with King Jammys on that, and really excited about that also.
Okay.
And just trying to recover from this whole COVID-19 restart,
Yeah.
Because there's so much limitations to an artist when you can't travel and when you can't go do your work, and when people want you to be here, there, and you can't move.
For real.
So really wanna focus on getting some good material out in terms of videos and so on.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna start our podcast, and so that people can get to know my ideas and more of my thoughts, just to appeal to a wider audience. Yeah, man.
For real. So, first of all, can we know the name of your album or not yet?
Well, no, we're not gonna disclose the name just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna be wonderful, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be wonderful. It's have so many lovely tracks on it. I have some love songs on it. I have some really hard hitting conscious lyrics on it.
Yeah.
And I also have some nice pop tunes on it that people just can relax and listen,
For real. So it's a nice
I know
vibe.
the ladies are gonna be yeah, man. I have one track on it that's called Diamonds on the Soles of Her Feet. So, that one, I love that one. All the tracks are I believe, are good tracks, wonderful tracks. But
definitely.
they're mine, so I would say that. So let's see what the people say.
For real. So how can people get in touch with you on social media? What's your links? Let us know.
Oh. Yeah, well, my link is ABKAKABA, and I'll spell it for the people.
Okay.
If you don't know it, it's actually ABKA, which is one word, and KABA, which is the other. So it's ABKA, that is ABKA, and KABA is KABA. So it's really quite simple.
Yeah.
A lot of people have difficulty in pronouncing it, but it means the spiritual healer, the spiritual cornerstone. And as I said, I just wanna go forward now with this new name, with this new understanding of oneself.
Yeah.
And hopefully the people will like and appreciate it and move towards what I'm dealing with, because it's all positive.
Definitely. So, would you be up for doing a little something live on air for us now?
Yeah, man, I'd love to, and yeah, whatever you say, it's your thing. And I'm bound by duty right now with you. So anything that you say, you're the master.
Blessings.
So go ahead. What you say?
Well, you know what? Whatever you're feeling, then you sing that for the audience. I'm happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, what about? I've always loved to sing this song live. It's and especially in this time where we have so much upheaval, and so much things that's happening across the world with regards to racism, with regards to people's rights, wars, people fighting over land in the South China Sea, and political differences across the world. I just want to bring people back to what about love?
For real.
Yeah, man. So it goes like this.
Okay.
What about the love in the music? What about the peace that we seek? What about the message in the music? What about the love in the music? What about the peace that we seek? What about the message in the music? You know you really has a power to be free, but you don't know how. Peace, my brother, man, peace. You got to fight to be free. So what about the love in the music? What about the peace that we seek? What about the message in the music? Yeah, give thanks.
Yeah, nice vibes, for real, for real. So before we go, what would you like to say to the listeners out there?
Before I go, I just want to say thank you, first of all, Kat, for having me on your program. I know that the first time that we tried to have an interview, it wasn't my fault that we weren't able to, but there's so many different things happening in Jamaica with regards to the electricity that cut off and didn't get access to you. But I just want to say thank you for inviting me on again, and that just shows a certain level of commitment on your part. So thank you for that.
Anytime.
I want to say to the fans, feel free to follow me on Instagram and like and share my stuff. You know, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, which is all ABKAKABA. Yeah? So just feel free, share my music. My music is all about love, peace, and happiness. And it takes you to a different place. Dark Skin Girl, all of those tracks are there. Watch them, follow them. Thank you so much. Yeah, man.
Anytime, anytime. And of course, thank you to you for taking the time out. And you know what? I hope everyone is okay in Jamaica for sure.
Yeah, man. Everybody is trying to be okay.
Yeah.
We're dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with in terms of COVID. But I think that it's less prevalent here.
Okay.
And not a lot of restrictions, so to speak, because I think it was yesterday the government announced that they'll be freeing up some of the restrictions with regards to entertainment. So events might start be happening again in Jamaica. So fingers crossed. So we're getting there step by step.
For real,
I know that the UK also had a certain level of opening up again. So that's good, you know?
Definitely. You know what? It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and we will speak again, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. And it's been my pleasure speaking with you. And you're very humble and kind, and really understanding. So thank you very much for that.
Anytime.
Bless up yourself.
Bless up. Speak soon, yeah?
Give thanks.
All right. Bless up.
Blessings, Queen.
Blessings. Yes, people, go and support ABKAKABA, okay? Definitely a pure vibe. Check it out, okay? You know what? I'm going to replay his track again because people were definitely loving the vibe of Dark Skin Girl. Big shout out to everybody tuning in from all over the world. Here it is again.
No radio station like our walk radio station or the baddest thing. Lambo Colombo the dancehall knocker said that. Out of Kingston, Jamaica.
In the tournament yard, Lord, you're me love me dark skin girl, cha la 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 la. Me love me brown skin girl, cha la la la. Love me dark skin girl, cha la 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 la. Love me brown skin skin girl. Cha la 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 la. She looks like a sugar in a plum, plum, plum. So me line up to catch diabetes, and that's something the rest of I go eat it. No, her grace percolating what's soul, and me no need to be in control with me. I'm gonna treat her like a lady. I me love me dark skin girl. Sha la 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 la.